Hello guys, let's discuss about how you can level up your favorite weapon fast so that you can also do some PvP sometimes in Albion. The first thing you need to do is save all levels of tomes of insight that you get from Outlands camps, chests, faction chests, and so on. Now you may wonder why not use the main weapon to fame farm and also save the tomes of insights, which is also true, but doesn't works all the time. Why? Because PvP builds and PvE builds are different. PvE builds are fast for clearing mobs, camps, and time efficiency. Also, all types of PvE builds are cheap, whereas PvP builds are always expensive, slow in clearing camps, mobs, and risk of getting ganked by other parties. So, if you use your PvP weapons like Bear Paws, Death Givers, Baden, Chill Howl, and so on for fame farming, and if you die, you will lose more silver than you earn. Now let's discuss how to fame farm with PvE weapon that falls in your weapon skill tree. Let's say you want to level up your Bear Paws, which is good for ganking, and falls under Axe weapon tree. So use the PvE weapon that is in Axe weapon tree. Or if you want to use Fists of Avalonian, which is good for solo miss, then look for PvE weapons in War Gloves, weapon skill tree, and so on. Because if you look carefully, you will see that all weapon skill tree in Albion has both PvP and PvE weapons. This way, while playing with the PvE weapons and fame farming, you will also level up your IP bonus in that weapon tree, unlock more useful skills, and weapon tier up to tier 8. Also, I always recommend you to have a nature staff, Druidic staff with you, even though you are leveling up your other weapon tree, because sometimes you may encounter a difficult boss in a solo boss lair that may have a legendary chest, and with nature staff, you can clear it easily. Now for the PVE Armor Set, I like Mercenary Jacket or Stalker Jacket because it can be used in PvP builds too, and their other armor tree are also useful. For helmets, you can use Mage Cowl for fast clearance, Guardian Helmet for shield, or Scholar Cowl for mana regen. And for the boots, use the boots of that skill tree which you will be using for PvP builds. Choose between leather shoes, plate boots, or cloth sandals, and use the cheapest boot one. For the foods and potions, always carry an invisible potion in Black Zone, and for food, always carry soup or tier 7 fish. Once you are ready, farm in the Yellow Zone first if you are a new player. Why? It's to know the mechanism of mobs, their fame gain, and the boss mechanism so that you can know which mobs are worth fame farming in Outlands. Once you are familiar with clearing mobs, you can head to Black Zone through the SAFE portal and start fame farming. Again, don't forget to save the Tome of Insight because these goodies is your ticket to PvP builds. Now you may ask which PvP builds are meta in Albion or which PvP I should make. To find this, you need to test all the weapon, and the best way to test the build is in Yellow Zone, Corrupted Dungeon, Arena Fights, or Duel. Do not use Tome of Insight in each weapon. Just unlock the tier 4 and test it out in the Yellow Corrupted Dungeon. You can play as a mage, assassin, tank, or anything you like, and once you found your best weapon, you can level up that weapon in the skill tree with Tome of Insights. Now, if you are confident in your skills and builds, you can roam in Black Zones, or you can enter the Solo Mist, which is the best place for solo PvP player. To be exact, for 1,500 IP players with 0.4 sets that hunts low IP players. If only entering the Mist mechanism was like, of entering a corrupted dungeon same as Hunter, Stalker, or Slayer with IP cap, then it would have been the best solo player content. So back to the content. Before fighting anyone, check out their IP first and know which builds counter your builds so that you can avoid fighting with them and losing your gear. So this is how you can level up your main weapon while leveling up your PvE weapon of the same weapon skill tree. Also, even if you lose your main PvP Gucci gears, you can still farm silver in the Outland with your PvE weapon, gather resources like skin and fiber and so on, which I have described in my first video about how much you can farm in the SAFE portal. Now let's have a look at how my account is progressing with these methods. My account is just a 1-week-old account, and here are the weapon skill tree. I tried different builds and finally found my favorite build for now, which is the Fist of Avalonian. So, now my goal will be leveling up the same weapon in that weapon tree to bring the full potential of that weapon. Once I reach level 100 in my PvP gears, I will use fame credits to further level my weapons to 120. But I am a lazy person, so I will do what I want to find out which method brings me more silver because I am not good at PvP. However, if you become good at PvP, then you will earn more fame and silver from PvP only. Now, enjoy the showcase of my 1 week playing Albion online.
I've been treading water for some time, picking up the parts of all my life. Didn't get to solve it this time. How am I to break apart? Don't tell me why we can't collide. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Don't you feel it? Don't you feel it? On the break of dawn.
If you love my video, please like, subscribe, and comment as it will motivate me to bring new beginner guides for Albion Online. Thank you for watching.